So I am here with Ruth from Staffordshire, an author. Now, one thing I need to ask you is you have a book about weight loss, right? Just
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's sort of based on the fact that what can people do to help themselves
Yeah.
that maybe they don't normally think about. And so it's kind of based on the fact that you're thinking about your whole body and your well-being, as well as what can you use, like what's freely available to you, like apps and trusted websites that can give you advice that you can actually trust and not realise you've got to pay £100 to buy some alternative medicine thing for one day.
Yeah, so I've had a look at that book actually, and it does mention an app where you can go from a couch to doing a 5K, right? So I think they recommend 5Ks a week. I've actually done a few of my first 5Ks recently, which is very, very good. But I want you to tell me, what is one important thing that people seem to forget about when it comes to weight loss and calories?
I think they've got to realise they've got to keep it up.
Yeah.
It's one thing just to lose 1 stone or 2 stone or however many kilos that is, but it's another thing to keep that at that level in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been naughty over the years of going up and down,
Oh,
up and down. But as long as I realise I've gone too far up, right, I've got to get on now, getting it down, and combining more of an exercise and that kind of more active life rather than just what you're eating or drinking.
Okay, so if you're seeing your weight kind of fluctuate to a point where it gets too much, see that as a sign to kind of keep doing what you were doing in the past and get it back up, right?
Absolutely. And one of the things I've promoted a lot is people need to understand what their body mass index is, which is that sort of balance between fat, bones and their weight and their height. And they perhaps could get some digital scales, weighing scales, to analyse that. Because then it isn't just about, oh, I'm 10 stone, oh, I'm 11 stone. Actually, it's saying, well, is my body mass index below 25, which it should be, unless people are of Asian origin, and then it should be under 23.5, and you definitely need to keep it under 30. After that, you start creeping up to the you are obese range.
And what range is the obese range when it comes to BMI?
Well, I'd say it's over 30, but when it comes to 35 and 40, people start talking about being morbidly obese. And of course, morbidly obese means that you're more likely to die from the different health conditions that are affected by you being so overweight. And what's absolutely awful is that in our deprived areas of England and the UK, people's life expectancy could be 15 years below what it is in the most affluent areas like Oxford. So a lot of that is down to their lifestyle and their weight and their smoking and their alcohol.
What are some sports that you think people should do more of, especially like cycling or running? Which one contributes the most lowering that BMI?
I honestly think for most people who aren't really sports and gym focused, it's walking. And it isn't just walking on the flat, it's walking up and down hills and so on. I do try and do 10,000 steps a day, which is about 4 miles. Because why can't you just walk to the shops instead of taking your car there or whatever else you want to do? But after that, you've got to think of all your muscles. So cycling, but it could just be in your conservatory at home. It could be swimming, because again, that's giving you your more upper muscle strength. I think you've got to look for a mixture that fits your lifestyle, but underpinning it, the walking.
So walking is very, very important. Even if you're going to the shops, don't cycle. Maybe cycle, but maybe walking is a good option, right?
Absolutely.
Better option, yeah.
Especially for all age groups. So it could be that you're a student, you walk to school or you walk to college. It could be, oh, you need to go to the library. Well, why don't you walk there? You haven't got to get a lift.
Yeah. So no more Ubers, no more buses. Use your feet. Make sure you get a minimum of 10k steps a day.
I would say yes,
Yeah.
yeah, if you can.
Okay.
But obviously if somebody is disabled,
Yeah.
they could go for 5,000, which could be quite a struggle for them.
So depending on your ability, 5,000, 10,000.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you do get as many steps in as you can. So all of this information is in your book. So if you would like to read more, if you have been interested, then make sure to go and purchase the book. But where can you purchase this book of yours?
Well, it's on Amazon, and some people buy it on the Kindle, but otherwise it's been very popular with Amazon. It's called Smart With Your Weight, which means smart means being smart with your brain, but also maybe using your mobile phone, which again, like I've got a watch that actually monitors for me and tells me each week how many steps I've done, how did that compare with last week, etc. And how many floors have I done, which again just has that little bit more stretch on me to helped me get my weight under control.
Well, thank you very much. This has been Ruth. It's been amazing speaking to you again from Staffordshire. There have been many amazing authors from Staffordshire, and Ruth is one of them. So if you would like to learn more about Ruth, be sure to follow the page, because we are going to be putting out a lot more content based on the books and about your memoir and about your life. So please do give it a follow if you're interested, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.